My name is Sunita Satyapal, and I'm the director of the Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Technologies Office within the U.S. Department of Energy. So I talked about the U.S. National Clean Hydrogen Strategy and the roadmap that was released last year, and our national goals of 10 million metric tons of clean hydrogen by 2030, double that, so 20 million by 2040, and 5 times that by 2050. So 50 million metric tons of clean hydrogen for the U.S. As part of our comprehensive national strategy, and that would enable up to 10% of total emissions reduction, so aligned with reaching net zero by 2050. So first of all, hydrogen is often called the Swiss Army knife of clean energy, the fact that you can produce it from diverse domestic resources in any country, and you can use it, especially for those hard to decarbonize sectors, so heavy duty transportation, industrial applications. It's really an enabler, so the fact that it can enable, for instance, renewables, long duration energy storage, so it's really that carbon-free molecule that's needed to help us decarbonize the economy. But it also offers energy security, resiliency, again, a lot of interest in imports, exports, and creating jobs, the whole domestic supply chain across countries. Yes, I would say after decades, both in industry and government, also academia, our labs, this is the most critical time, I think, for collaboration and coordination. So there are many new players, and we need all of them. And so government, investors, industry, stakeholders, communities is a very high priority, so disadvantaged communities, the global community. And so conferences like these are really critical. So they bring together stakeholders, 4,000 people here, which is great to see. And I think the coordination across the value chain, from research all the way to deployment and financing, different mechanisms, really to get that market acceleration are really critical. So here, obviously, with the Americas growing, the U.S. alone already produces roughly 10% of the global capacity of hydrogen, so 10 million tons, not yet clean hydrogen, mostly from natural gas. Many countries are reliant on imports, so to meet their net zero carbon climate goals, they're looking at importing. We have our hydrogen hubs. There's huge legislation, so President Biden has the really boldest climate action agenda in the nation's history, so a lot of emphasis. And then today we just announced the H2 Twin Cities, which partner cities across continents. This was launched at COP 2 years ago, so a really exciting announcement with the Americas theme. So we have Mexico and Houston in the U.S. partnering, and then also the U.S., again, Houston, plus Colombia partnering specifically to share lessons learned, best practices, and really to help to accelerate hydrogen, clean hydrogen deployment in the Americas.